my chest. Y'all in the crib with Uncle O. Make sure y'all wipe y'all feet off when y'all come in the door, and make sure y'all sit on the plastic when you get on the couch. So I ain't cleaning up no stain. Yeah, it's hot out here, man. I'm working on my tan. Anyway, y'all seen the title. I wanted to do this as a regular upload, but every time I try to record, it the camera click off. So I just had to do it like this because I wanted to get this out here, man. It was about Truth Teller. He put up this video, and first I seen the thumbnail, and you seen all the members in O Block. Well, not all the members, but it was a good group of them. I'm not sure who it was. They were all bowed down on prayer rugs, having a call to prayer in the courtyard in O Block. And what I have to say about that. That's what I have to say about that. Now, you have your naysayers that say, oh, it's just an image, or, you got people say, oh, it's not going to change nothing, or, why they not praying to Jesus, or anything like that. Well, it took years, decades, for communities to get to the levels where they are now. So it would take probably twice that time to get it back to some semblance of, what we even know as normal, because even what we knew as normal back in the day was still violent as hell. It just wasn't on the internet. But I also think about Rock Hudson's character in Minister Society when he was talking about his son Sharif, and son Sharif was a Muslim. Y'all remember him? He used to preach to everybody, and everybody used to clown him and whatnot. And he said, if Allah can help my son, that was going on O.M.C. He said, if Allah can help my son live a better life more than Jesus, then he is all for it. You know what I'm saying? So, I know what, anybody who's grew up in a Christian, semi-Christian household, they'll say, well, this is the only way. And it's like, you know what? Organized religion is not in any position to talk about what people who call themselves ops on the streets do, because they've been fighting the same three monotheistic faiths. You know what I'm saying? Christianity, Islam, Judaism all come from the same forefather, Abraham, but yet they all fighting each other all the time. So you know what I'm saying, they ain't in no position to talk about who's the right way around. You know what? If the path leads you here, it could be damn Buddha. If the path leads you to living a better life and making a better surroundings and community, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? You set it all up, everything later, because, everybody's talking about who's going to go to hell and who ain't going to hell. You know what? The Bible say you can't turn one person's hair on their head gray or back to black from gray. So, we can't put no nobody's hair. We definitely can't tell somebody or determine where somebody going to go. You know what I mean? That's judgmental in itself. But what also got to me was how little exposure it got. I mean, maybe it's just my algorithm. I don't want to speak, too quick, but maybe it's just, my algorithm or how I search things up or whatever. But, normally, when something goes on, it's popping up on page after page after page. Yeah, you see it, NC. It's popping up on page after page after page when it's some drama, when it's a shooting. You know what I'm saying? When, some O Block folks had gunned each other down not too long ago, and the kid Ty Money got hit and all that. It was everywhere, popping up everywhere. But now you have these guys doing a call to prayer, you know what I'm saying? And still to this day, it's been a couple of days, maybe it's a day, I don't know. I still only see it popping up on Truth Teller's page. Maybe other people report about it, I just haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? But you also go in the comments, and it's almost like people disappointed that they're doing that. Like people like, oh man, maybe that's why it's not up, because, the content on YouTube is consumer driven, just like any other economy here. It's a consumer economy. So that tells me that a majority of the people don't care about a bunch of kids, in O Block having a call to prayer. They want to see killing. That means their deaths, their lives, their very real lives, the violence that they live is entertainment to the rest of you. Shame on all of you. If that's it, if that's what's coming, and I'm talking about some of the people who had negative comments to say about it, No, just because they pray one time, that don't mean all the violence is going to stop. What up, Tony? Tony Bands. Oh, let me do that. Yeah, the whole Trenches News Network, man. Y'all know who y'all are. The Mod Squad. You got Tony Bands, NC, Kaya Baby, Sexy Lexi, Sharpshooter Judah, Dro the Mob. You got Mob Head. You got Eastside Jeffrey Manor, Queen Lotus, Made Media Magazine. Who else? I'm forgetting people, but y'all know who y'all are, man. Mod Squad. Y'all know who y'all are. Shout out to C Hood, Man Stop It Podcast. But let me get back to this. The fact that, I did a video a long time ago. It's one of my first videos where I talked about human zoos. You know what I'm saying? How they had Africans up in the human zoos. People used to saying, this is what they looking at these folks in O Block or any other community about when they want to come visit. It's like a human zoo. And then, on top of that, all the people that's just getting out of jail, that's from the drill era, from the 2012 or 14, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They was locked up for doing something back then. They just getting out. And everybody, oh man, I wonder who finna, that's basically what they're saying. Who's finna die now? Who's gonna get killed now? People are sitting here waiting for somebody else to die for their entertainment. If y'all want that much entertainment, then go do it yourself. Stop riding on the backs of these kids. And people want to blame bloggers. King Gun Street Code, what's the word, man? Anybody, when somebody get out, yeah, they because they get out, they be like, hey, y'all playing with me, blah, blah, blah. It's finna get real in the streets and da-da-da-da-da. You know how they do, they post and stuff when they get out, you know what I'm saying? Because their mind is still stuck in whatever year they got locked up in when they got out. You know what I'm saying? And who knows what kind of jaw jacking somebody, what kind of trash somebody been talking. They hear all the people dissing their homies and all that. So of course they're gonna get out with that attitude. That's what they know. And when they get out, everybody's waiting for them to die. Plain and simple. Tay Savage is a good example. You know what I mean? And Mimo and anybody else that's still around. Oh man, people can't wait for someone to catch up with them. I don't want any of them to die. I want them to make it. I want them to have a successful, prosperous life. They've did their time. You know what I'm saying? In the streets or whatever. It's over. You know what I mean? And I just saw this post with Cam Capone. With Trenches. It was a little clip or whatever, and he asked him about the drug culture. He said he gonna be like Reese, and everybody's dead. The reason drill culture was so influential because it's realness, because it was based off real death, real violence, you know what I'm saying? Real situations. It brought out a creative side in our youth, but it also brought out a very destructive side because the music and the content was based off things that really happened. That's why people started gravitating to them versus mainstream artists, and mainstream artists started clicking up and signing drill artists because for one, it was cheaper too because they probably knew they was gonna die off, and it's not a big budget to shoot these videos anymore. Who else just popped in? Oh, okay. And then, yeah, they kill each other off. So let's go up to now. Who's left? Yeah, that's a lot of people rapping and dropping videos, but it just sounds just like the same old round and round we go. You know what I'm saying? And if drill has a future, it's going to take a whole nother generation to come up to make a name for themselves. And how did they make a name for them? How would they make a name for themselves? The same way the other people from the previous era had a name for themselves, by actual killing and stuff that we want to stop. So do we really want it back? Probably not. But it's a whole lot of people out there, fans. They're not fans. They're vultures waiting for you to die, literally. You know how vultures sit on the road and they wait for something to die. They just follow it and follow it and follow it until it dies. And then they start eating it up. That's the same things a lot of these people are doing. And that's what I got from that O-Block video. I want to say that, you know what? Maybe somebody somewhere up in there, they catch a spirit or something. Be like, you know what? I like the way this felt. Let's keep this going. Hey, y'all shorties over there. Hey, hold on. Hey, turn the radio down. Hey, why don't y'all come over here? You know what I'm saying? Come on over here and join this. You know what I'm saying? It can't hurt. I mean, it can't be no worse than anything else that's been going on. But the fact that people have something negative to say about that. And I know Lil Durk had a picture where he was in prayer, and there's a couple of others, Boss Top and Lil Durk, a couple other people, the little clique or whatever doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, if it's a photo op, then that's on them. I ain't here to judge about that. I'm talking about what I saw, and I'm talking about the response or the lack of response from seeing something positive from everybody else. You know what I mean? And back to the whole blogging thing, the bloggers are not glorifying it. What's that there? Oh, somebody on top of it. Message held for review. Hold on, what's this? What up, Made Media? I can't even see the say view message. I don't know. I did I give some people some wrenches? I'm not sure. Did somebody I don't know, I see the message held for review. I probably got messed with that again. But when they talk about the bloggers, and damn, they talk about the bloggers, you know, and the bloggers are not glorifying. They're simply reporting what always was. The only difference is they're from the community, which means unlike the mainstream media, back in the day when somebody got killed, if you didn't know about it, you just didn't know. It was word of mouth. You know, you didn't even know the names. They didn't even put the names in the newspapers. All you know is that something happened. And that was only a small little pinky finger amount of information of all the violence that was all around. It was way more violent. Now we got the internet. And this is going somewhere, so stick with me. Now you got the internet. Now the people, the victims have names. Not just the bangers, but the innocent people too. You know what I mean? And then you learn that, you know, you hear from their teachers. They didn't start out this way. Okay? It was the environment. They were products of the environment. You can say the system. You can say lack of opportunity. You can say all these different things. You know, we already know the problems. It's here now. It is what it is. And that's what it is. And so, you know now that, you know, you can't just diminish these people's lives and say, oh, well, they made their... Whoa, what's going on here? Am I still recording? Oh, okay. I'd seen something pop up on my phone and said something, try again. I don't know what was going on. That's probably a late response when I was trying to view the message or whatever that was held for review. I thought it had cut off on me. Okay, so they got these guys, you know, and they got a story. So now we know about these people. It humanizes it. It's not just thugs out with guns. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for it. They're not shooting every single person. Obviously, these are people who they feel are their opponents. They're trying to kill me. I got to kill them. There it is. You know, and it's all they know. So yes, they are on lives. They are on Instagrams, holding their guns up, spinning on somebody's block, talking about pop out and all these different things. This is what they know. Okay? This is the life they grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Someone was in diapers watching their people get killed off. They couldn't wait to jump off the porch to get revenge. Hey, it is what it is. But now they got names. You know, they government names. You know, you see all their jail paperwork. Every single thing. So we can't just call them savages. You know who used to call us savages? You know, there was some people who showed up in Africa, you know what I'm saying, and called us savages. There was some people who referred to us as savages whenever, you know, they revolted off plantations or something like that, or decided to fight back, and they were called savages. You know what I'm saying? So, no, these are people. Real people, flesh and blood, not dying for anyone's entertainment. It may seem like that because that's what they do. But what they really fail to realize is that, no, these are people, this rebel, I'm not just talking about Chicago, I'm talking about any hood, ghetto, whatever you want to, in the country. You can't ignore it no more. Now I'm talking to the system. Now I'm talking to the politicians. You all have swept the plight of the poor under the rug and pushed them off and, you know, and only acknowledge them when it's time to get a vote for so long. And now, you know, when you see cartoons or something, somebody sweeping the dirt under the rug, and eventually you see a little lump. Now it's a big ass lump. Now it's a big dirt pile with a little carpet on top of it. You can't hide it no more. It's right in your face. It's happening downtown. It's happening in your suburbs. You can't just move people around, put them in projects, take them out of projects, put them out here, take them out of here, move them out to the suburbs. Oh, no. You can't just ignore it like it's not your problem anymore. Oh, yeah. It's everybody's problem now. See, that's why it's gotten to the way it is. Because they say nobody cares. Nobody cares what we doing. We just do what we do. Every once in a while, the cops come around. Every once in a while, you have somebody trying to do something positive in the community. But that's it. You know, some politicians say a few words, and, you know, everybody uses Chicago as the scapegoat for violence and all that. But it's like, hey, Chicago not even in the top 15 most violent cities for 2023. So I don't even want to hear all that. You know, go somewhere else with that mess. But now, hey, it's everybody's problem. It ain't just a black people problem. It ain't just a ghetto problem. Everybody's right there seeing it. And now it's all over the internet. And it's inspired a movement, which is what I just said about the people, the poor, being pushed off and ignored for so long. And now all the problems that have been ignored by the rest of America It's out there. It's just like that worldwide. That's why drill has taken a hold that it has. You know what I'm saying? That's why, because it's always been there. It just got a name, and it got music, and it got exposure behind it now. Nothing more, nothing less. So when I see a call to prayer going on in O Block, one of the most dangerous blocks, you know, in America and all that stuff, hey, let that go viral. You know what I'm saying? Hey, start that trend there. If people want to follow Chicago for something negative, follow for something positive. I hope those guys keep that going. It may not reach everybody. I'm not gonna suffer any delusion. Man, my mouth dry as hell, man. Hold up. I know it's not gonna it's not gonna just hit everybody all of a sudden like some big miracle or something like that, but hey, it's a start, and that's what everybody want to see. So when people see it, why respond negatively to it? You know what I'm saying? Oh, them niggas ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't finna do nothing. It's like, come on, man. That's what they up against. That's why they act the way they act in the first place. That's why they don't respect the older heads. That's why they don't respect people. That's why when somebody try to come through there, they try to rob you. Because they know you just looking at them like exhibits in this damn zoo. Oh, let's go. Oh, look at those. Those blackians. Oh, there's those people in that. Let's go over here and take pictures and see how they live in their natural habitat. What the hell? They're not animals. They're people. So, with that, keep it up. You know what I'm saying? So what if your symbol is a moon and a crescent instead of a cross? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't here to fight a holy war. Y'all here to, try to find some kind of peace within, because it starts within. And then hope that spreads through the rest of the community. Starting with your own and then further out. Those who don't want a part of it, that's fine. Everybody live their life how they live them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, hey, it's affecting other people too. If there was some big ass battle dome and all the ops get together, be like, hey, we're gonna schedule this and we're gonna go here and fight here and do this and this and that, and that's that. But no, it's other people around, man. And y'all been hearing it. If anybody here, that's in that life that hears it, y'all know, hey man, the kids gotta play, man. I remember being able to walk down blocks and stop at somebody's house because they were selling, they had the candy houses, you know what I'm saying? Selling the icy cups and the snowballs and all that. What that's at, man? Some people probably still doing it. But damn, now it's like, okay, it could probably be the scene of a shooting now. You know what I'm saying? Because, there goes such and such. No thought to who's doing what. Nah, man. So, yeah, I hope that prayer works. I hope that prayer sinks into their soul, to their very, and speaks to their heart, and they feel something. You know what I mean? And if they consistent with it. Because I remember when I was in Iraq and Bahrain and all them places, and they would do the call to prayer. After 6 months of hearing that, bro, it started affecting me in a good way. You know what I'm saying? You develop a reverence for it. How everybody's just so dedicated, and they stop and they pray, and you're like, whoa, and you hear the singing out of the minaret. They over the loudspeaker and they doing that, man. You like, whoa, it does something to you, man. And so, if they do that consistently, I hope they do that. But again, you'll have people say, well, that's the wrong religion. Okay. I think I just said it earlier. They've been going to war for centuries. Talking about who's the right way and who's the wrong way. Who cares? Except for those who keeping up the division with that. Why don't they find their peace and stop fighting so much? It don't matter at this point. It probably never did. All this is probably just a damn a deception anyway. To keep people under control, to keep people, just one more thing to keep people fighting each other, If it's a religion of peace, then be at peace with it. Don't fight the next person for not believing your version of peace, because their version of peace might be different. But if both of y'all living in peace, then it don't matter. So that's really one of what I wanted to get off my chest about that particular post and the lack of exposure, and it's not making its rounds like every other thing when it's something violent. You know what I'm saying? That lets me know that the algorithm don't care or whatever, that the consumer, the viewers don't care about that. They're waiting for the next body to drop. And I want everybody on every block in every ghetto and hood in America to remember that. They're just waiting for you to die for their entertainment. Don't give it to them. You know what I mean? Make some more music. You know what I'm saying? Actual music that's not, promoting, more violence and dissing the dead and all that. That's all, people want to see. Because look around Chicago, look around Florida, Memphis, but especially Chicago, because we've seen them all drop like flies. Who's left? That's what war gets you. That's what it gets you. Who knows what kind of music, or what other things that could have been done if all, fill in the blank, they were alive. Who knows? It makes me sad, man, really. Let me see if I can hit this thing here. I want to see this this message, but I don't know. But yeah, man, that was in my head for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It was just swimming around in my head, man. I can't stand the just and I don't get this. I'm not talking about the bloggers now who put up the videos or nothing like that. I read the comments. I go down and if y'all have time, just go to one of these videos and man, my lips dry. Scroll through the comments, man, and you'll see just, it kind of push into the minds of people. Kind of give you a snapshot of the general public on YouTube or any social media and what they're really looking for and what they want. That's what Netflix is for. That's what movies are for. Watch some hood movies. You know what I'm saying? You can see some gang violence in the hood movies. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They still alive. They're still doing interviews. You can't do that with on the street with real people. You know what I'm saying? Real lives being lost. You're not going to see them on the next interview talking about, they decided to write me out, so, they had to give me a good send-off, you know what I'm saying? So, but I had a great time on set and, I made relationship. No, there ain't none of that. It's a funeral and then nothing. They're a memory. Only kept alive by the people who cared about them the most. So go watch a damn movie if you want to see somebody get killed in the hood or whatever. There's plenty of movies to watch. You know what I'm saying? I recommend stuff like Boys in the Hood. They had a message and Menace to Society and all that. Hell, watch the new Superfly if you want to. I don't know. Hell, you got Power. Watch Power. It's plenty of stuff. Don't do it off the backs of real lives, man. Because it's real effects from that. Ain't nobody getting rich off of it. Anyway, what else in there? What? I ain't really got to look around, but what else is going on, man? Somebody put something in the comments, man. I'll speak on it. Because I said my piece. I got that off my chest. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to get off my chest. Again, it was supposed to just be, I didn't even see that right there. Rebecca. Oh, man. I didn't see all these comments. He good, took care of it. Oh, okay, appreciate that. Didn't see. All right, cool. So it was somebody trolling. I'd like to know what was said. He said it. Oh, damn. I didn't even see all these, man. Said we prayed on the prison yard like they didn't. Oh, yeah. And see, Islam, they smart because they, I know they have Christian churches and everything. And they put their materials, they make sure their materials and stuff, they got, the clicks, like, sometimes a lot of people become Muslim because, hell, they get protection because they hold sway. Correct me if I'm wrong, they hold a lot of weight in the prisons, the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people mess with them. Hell, I remember that, what was that movie, South Central, when old boy was getting jacked up by them Aryan Brotherhood cats, and who stepped in? The Islam, the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? They came in, gave them cigarettes, and then dude, you're like, you owe me, you pay me back by reading, you know what I'm saying? That was tight, man. I'll never forget that scene, man. That really had an effect on me. Hold up. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff, man. I missed all these, my bad, y'all. I missed these comments, man. It wasn't scrolling like automatically as I'm talking, so it was still on like the first few. Let's see, what else we got here? Let's see, that. What else in here? Oh, something day. Said love when you go in, my guy. Yeah, man, it just gets like that, man. Yeah, I like to see what's going on with Day Day. Hey, it's good to see you again. Was that Pornstar JR? Just trying to speak to everybody. Batman and goes, hey, I'm getting trolls. It's official now, boy. I'm an official blogger now. I got trolls. So my mods had to put them in timeout, so it must be official now. I'm a blogger now, y'all. What up, Kenny? It hit different, Kenny. Becca, for real. Speaking facts, that's a buck. Kenny, Kitty, Jacob. Let me see what else. Oh man, I didn't see all these. I'm scrolling through seeing comments, man. It's no wrong religion for sure. Yeah, you're right, Mayday. I used to think the same way, man. I'll be sitting back like, yeah, this is the way. This is the only way. And then, the trolls not talking about that. Yeah, they say they Muslims so they don't get pressed. Yeah, I know. That's how a lot of people end up in gangs, man. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do that, look, man. Hey, carry that outside, you know what I'm saying? Don't get all Muslim, and they really be into it too, because they got to, you know what I'm saying? They got to hold to it, and then as soon as they get out, it's like, whatever. It's like, nah, man. He said, it's crazy out here. I rode right in the middle of somebody shooting at a car last night. We got to change for sure. Hey, I'm a realist porn star, JR, and, yeah, we know we got to change, or they got to change, whatever, man. There's always changes we all can make for the good, you know what I'm saying? None of us perfect. Damn, my lips dry as hell. So one thing I hear about being dark skinned, man, when your lips get dry, you get white as hell, man. Got me looking like a old boy from Chappelle's Show, Bigums, that character. Looking for that crack. But and I don't like to sound negative, but the reality of it is, some things just ain't gonna change. Some things just will continue as they are. You know what I mean? We can always hope. You know what I'm saying? Hope is one of our greatest strengths and our greatest weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we can be blinded by hope, and sometimes that could be the thing that get us through the next day. And you know what I'm saying? Until something better happens. We in too deep with it. Yeah. That's just how I have no religion. Hey, you know what? Religion is an institution. I don't give a damn about religion. You know what I mean? Religions is institutions, you know what I'm saying? And this is questions now I'm about to get on Christianity. How can I say this? All right, you read the Bible, right? I've read it. All right, so there's one way, right? So when somebody asks me, and this is from when I used to do military funerals and stuff like that, right? And I ask people, what denomination was Jesus? Because you'll hear people over here be like, oh, those are Episcopalians, or oh, they're Anglicans, or those are evangelicals over here, or those are Southern Baptists over here, or oh, this is a Methodist. No, they're doing it the wrong way. Hold on, bro. Show me in the Bible. Let me know what denomination Jesus said he was, so I can pick that denomination. Otherwise, why do all these denominations exist in the first place? I could have sworn in Corinthians somewhere it said there should be no schism in the body. No one set against the other is one body. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why so many different denominations exist in the first place if y'all all preaching from the same damn Bible? If you looked at the Catholic Bible, they got the apocryphal books in there, but the Protestant Bible, the King James version that most people look at, it took those books out, so you got to buy a separate apocrypha. Why take it out? I thought you weren't supposed to take no take no book away or add to the scriptures. And this book's still missing. Like, where's Jasher? You know what I'm saying? He said, it's just a belief system. It's funny because they don't even read these books. They get taught from them. He said, I'm into knowing, not believing. Yeah, because once you know, you don't have to believe no more. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you will know is through your own personal experience. You can't get it through nobody else. A person can read to you and talk to you till they blue in the face and tell you everything. But guess what? They telling you about their experience. That's how they know. That's how they experience the realness in it. I had my experiences. Somebody else had their experiences. It's up to another person to have their experience. The only thing we can do is share our experiences to let you know that, hey, it is possible. From a regular old person like me, it's real. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you necessarily gonna experience it right away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people get wrong at. And that's what people start putting everything into another person. So when that person makes a mistake and shows that, oh, hey, I am human, I do make mistakes, then they're like, oh, man, I ain't listening to them no more. It's like, no, you're looking for an excuse not to listen anyway, because whatever they said must have touched you. But you know that to believe that, you have to believe everything else, which means you have to make a lot of changes in your life that you're not willing to change, that you're not willing to make. And so you want to stick to, well, I need more proof. Well, that's your opinion. Well, you got to do your research. Well, I don't want to hear that. No, bro. You scared that it might just be true, you know? Just like people talk about the end times and all that stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, if you believe in those end times prophecies, then you know that that prophecy is not going to be broken, that it's already written, that it's going to happen. So earlier, Porn Star, when you said, you know, we all in too deep, it ain't going to change because I believe those prophecies to be true. And how do I know those prophecies to be true? Because it's still happening. That's my proof right there. I don't got to believe it no more. I know because it's still happening. And now it's just flat out, it's all out there, you know, regardless of all the Illuminati and you know, sacrifice and Satan worship videos and the one-eye symbolism and all these different things, you know, literally doing rituals in their concerts and all that. It's already here. You know what I'm saying? But let's remember this. Let's remember this. And this is based off a question I had. When the big war in heaven happened, Satan was cast down to earth, which made it his dominion, or its dominion, her dominion, whatever. I don't care. So that essence or that spirit of, you know what I'm saying, has been here the whole time. You know what I mean? So that means we're in a devil's sandbox. That means all this Illuminati stuff and all that, it's just what the doctor ordered for this world. That's why it seems like those who do bad tend to do a little bit better than those who do good. That's why the good die young and all this other stuff. I mean, yeah, we know that's not technically true. I mean, yeah, people die at all ages, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that kind of thinking, those thoughts like, oh, man, you know, hey, this is what, you know, this is what's happening. Because we in it. Whether you believe it or not, you ain't got to believe in it. It believes in you. And the choices we make and how we live determine what side we pick. So you either pick a side or a side gonna pick you anyway. Just gotta be aware of the choices you make, even your very thoughts. Because here's a question that I asked myself, you know, and you know, this is some little person about myself years ago, where I wanted to attack the Bible. I hate it. I hated it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got sick of, you know, so many things that contradict themselves and all that. You know, this war in heaven, right? You look up in the sky, you got all these infinite, right now, new universes are being created. You got 9 other planets or 8 other planets in our solar systems. You know what I'm saying? There's other planets everywhere else. Why send the devil down to the one planet where we are? Could have sent them anywhere else, but got to send them right here where we at. Your creation, your greatest creation, and your children got to send them down here with us. You could send them to Betelgeuse or send them to Pluto or Uranus or anywhere else. Why send them right here just to mess with us? So we would need you. You know, stuff like that just make me angry. I mean, obviously my thinking's a little different now. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I still question things like that, but not that particular question. You know what I'm saying? We in it now, man. He said, you already know, baby. I didn't share these thoughts with you. You know what I'm saying? And this comes from, you know, all the big time preachers and everybody that would, you know, don't tell me what I'm ready for. If I'm asking the question, then I'm ready for it. Don't tell me about no babes in Christ and being fed with milk. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can keep yourself in a position of authority and make you feel like, because it's like, why everybody giving their tithes over to you so you can get your private planes and your book deals and your pinstripe suits and then your multi-million-dollar mega churches. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me what I'm not ready for, bro. Because I'm going to just go find out myself. And then when I start putting my opinions out there, don't come back at me and say, you need to find this and you need to study, man. It's like, get the hell out of my face, bro. I ain't trying to hear you no more. I'm done listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I got discernment too. We all got discernment. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be intuition, gut feeling, third eye, ESP, clairvoyance, it don't matter. It's your intuition. Use it. Bismillah. I forgot what. Does that something be like willing, like God willing or something like that? Oh, that's inshallah. I forgot what Bismillah means, bro. Shout out to Sharpshooter Judah. And I keep saying I'm gonna get an English version of the Quran just to read it verse for verse and compare it to Bible verses, man. And then, I'm not gonna say this person's name, but they I like their energy, and y'all know who I'm talking about as I go through this. About Satan using like the guys in O Block and all that, and using Lil Durk, and Satan using them to deceive people because they're not trying to lead people to that particular faith. It's like, okay, it's Islam, all right. That ain't the Let's talk about Islam and Christianity for a minute, Judaism. All right, it all came from Abraham. I got to get this out. You know what? If I offend anybody, I'm sorry, not sorry. Let's get into this, man. How did Islam come about? Let's go back to Genesis, okay? Anybody who know the story, y'all know where I'm finna go with this. You got Abraham, you got his wife, Sarah, I believe her name is. I think her name's Sarah, okay? Oh, okay, it means in the name of, okay, I appreciate that, Sharpshooter. Because I've heard that a lot. I couldn't remember what it meant. Sarah couldn't have babies, okay? And an angel came and told her that you will give birth to a child who will inherit, this kingdom or whatever, which we know would be Isaac. However, she lost faith. She lost faith. And what did she do? She told her husband, Abraham, have sex with my midwife, Hagar, and have a baby by her because I can't give you children. Even though Gabriel told her, you will have a baby. She didn't listen. So she told Abraham, sleep with, your midwife or whatever, so you can have a child. Ishmael is born. Ishmael is born. So Ishmael was he was a prolific hunter and everything, you know what I'm saying? Out there in the field, he's bringing back food and all that, you know what I'm saying? And then later, Sarah gets pregnant with Isaac. Isaac's born. Isaac's being treated better by his mother because it's like, okay, this is my child now, my biological child. They didn't really care about Ishmael no more, even though you told your husband to have a baby by this woman. Because you didn't believe a damn angel, Gabriel, or archangel who came down and told you to have a baby. You still didn't listen, and you went and told your husband to have a baby by him. So now Ishmael is there. You want to kick him out now. In the Bible it says he had made like a pantomime and like he was like fake shooting an arrow at Isaac or whatever, playing around or whatever. Sarah didn't like that, so she told Abraham, kick him and his mother out. So guess what? Okay, baby, I'm gonna kick him out. So guess what? Because he wasn't supposed to partake in the blessing of all the kingdoms and all of Israel and all that. So she kicks a mother. So now you got a single mother and a son getting kicked out into the wilderness because this chick got jealous. You know what I'm saying? And didn't want another son from another woman who you told your husband to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So now let's fast forward. They out there in the middle of the desert, weak. You know what I'm saying? They're in the middle of the desert, weak as hell, starving, suffering. Gabriel comes to them, tells them, you're going to be a large nation too. You will have many nations. Ishmael, as we know, is the progenitor of the Islamic peoples and Islam and all the lands over there in the Middle East right now that we see today. They had different names back then, but they still there. Those land masses are still there. Just different borders, different names, all right? Froze up a little bit. So you have those. Now, it said Ishmael will be a wild man. His hand will be against everybody and everybody's hands against him. Y'all notice what's going on in the Middle East? How many people that had war in the Middle East already? How many people they've been going against? Where did it come from though? So let's talk it in street terms. You got these ops over here now from Ishmael's people who going at it with the people of Israel, all because of the word of some damn female and a dude who was too weak to say, I'm not finna send my son out here like this in the first place. See, even back then, damn war starting over, some chick or some dude not, being too weak-minded or something like that. You see how I just put that all together? And the shit still been going on. And so when people say, oh, the black people, we're the people of Judah and all that, that's our story back there in the old damn times, in the Old Testament then. That means that's us. That means everything that started from way back then is all our fault, and we getting our just desserts. That means we getting punished for it. That's what the whole damn slavery thing was for. It's our fault. If we want to claim that we the first at everything because we black, then we got to take the responsibility for everything that's wrong. That means the white man got everything that they got, all the evil and stuff from us. Jackals, 1982. What's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in. So that's what that is. If we want to take credit for being the originators of everything, that means we're the originators for all the damn evils in the world too then, huh? The slavery, the wars, the violence, all that. That means it's our fault too, since we Judah. That's why I'm like, man, come on with that, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, let's keep going with that. How did they get their riches? It was a big finesse game in the Old Testament, the biggest finesse game I ever seen, because Abraham did it and his son Isaac did it. When they went to these different lands, right? What did he tell them? Hey, tell them you my sister, so they don't try to have you, whatever. So guess what happened? They lied. She said, oh, this my sister. So guess what? Oh boy, somebody got up with him. You know what I'm saying? The Pharaoh, whoever, got up with him. And then in the story, it said the wombs of all the women were closed or whatever, and something like that. I don't know how that really translates literally. I don't know I doubt if all the women's, vaginas, just closed up all of a sudden and people couldn't have sex or something like that. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't bear children or something. I don't know. A lot of it is allegory. So, it is what it is. But this is the story. So I'm going with it. So they said, hey, man, why you bring this cursed out lands? You said that this was your sister. You didn't say it was your wife. You know what I'm saying? How he know? Abraham made this assumption. Dude, you literally walking with God. God is literally telling you, I got you. And you still gonna lie and say to these people, this your sister? So when they come at her and somebody try to get with her, it cursed the whole damn land. So when they leave, guess what? Hey, man, y'all got to go, man. Take your wife, take your people. Y'all got to go. And take all this gold and silver and cattle and everything else. That's how they started getting their riches in the first place. And then when you read the story of Isaac did the same exact thing. He lied and said that his wife was his sister, and then they got cursed, and then they got sent away with more riches. A total finesse game. Is that why black folks so good at screwing each other over and finessing people too? Since we Judah and these are our forefathers, and we the originators? Is this the reason why? Is this the reason why we can't treat each other right now? So, hey, be careful about running to the Bible and talk to something, because I'm going to have some questions. That's all I'm going to say on that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm good on that. I'm good. Hold on, what's that? Oh, yeah, I'm going to save it, Jude. I'm going to save it for sure. But, yeah, man. So, that's all I had to get off my chest, man. I'm good, man. Like I said, hope y'all wipe y'all feet off at the door and make sure y'all sitting on the plastic on my couch, man. All right, y'all stay safe, man. Enjoy this summer. Don't stop living, man. You know what I'm saying? The danger is always there, so don't stop living. And live your life, man. Continue to have fun, enjoy yourself. It's not shoot 'em up, bang bang like Yosemite Sam or somewhere around here at every single moment. Hey, there ain't no shooting going on around here. I'm sure it's plenty of blocks and everything you could drive down. When you see them drive-through videos in Chicago, they're going through all these sets. Ain't nobody out there. So see, you can still have a good time. Don't let your fear keep you inside and keep you put up on beautiful days like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stay safe, stay aware. At certain times, at certain places, you just don't supposed to be there. If you there, you wrong. You know what I mean? And just go by that, man. And trust your instincts. And that's all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. This is Uncle Lo. And all right, y'all get out of my damn house. All right, y'all be smooth, man. Stay blessed.